Life often tests us in moments we least expect. When challenges come crashing down, we feel weak, helpless, and broken. But hidden within those struggles is a power we rarely notice: the strength to rise again. This is a story that shows you are always stronger than you think. In a quiet village, surrounded by mountains, lived a young girl named Mira. She was gentle, full of dreams, and deeply loved her family. Her father worked as a farmer, her mother took care of the home, and Mira helped in the fields whenever she wasn't studying. She dreamed of becoming a teacher one day, so children in her village wouldn't have to walk miles just to learn. But life had other plans. One stormy night, a terrible accident occurred. While traveling back from the market, her father's cart overturned on a steep road. By morning, Mira's father was gone. The family's only source of income vanished in an instant. The village mourned with her, but when the rituals ended, everyone returned to their own lives. Mira's mother broke down in grief. Her younger brother cried constantly, and the house felt like a place of endless sorrow. Mira, too, felt shattered. She wanted to give up on everything: her dreams, her studies, even life itself. She often sat by the same road where her father's accident happened, staring at the mountains in silence. "Why us?" she whispered. "Why me?" Days turned into weeks, and hopelessness grew. But one evening, while helping her mother in the fields, Mira noticed something. The seeds her father had planted before his death were now sprouting into tiny green shoots. Despite storms, heavy rains, and the absence of the farmer who cared for them, they still fought to grow toward the sunlight. That moment struck her deeply. If these little plants can fight against storms, she thought, why can't I? The next morning, Mira gathered her family. With determination in her voice, she said, "We cannot keep crying. Father may be gone, but he left us something greater: his courage. If we give up now, we lose everything he worked for. But if we stand together, we can survive." Her words lit a spark in her mother's eyes. Slowly, they began to rebuild their lives. Mira worked in the fields, helped her brother with school, and continued studying at night with the little oil lamp her father had once used. The road was not easy. Many days she felt exhausted, and neighbors often said, "She's just a girl. How can she manage all this?" But Mira refused to stop. Each challenge made her stronger. Each struggle carved resilience into her heart. Years passed. Mira completed her education against all odds and returned to her village not as a dreamer anymore, but as a teacher. She built a small classroom under a tree and began teaching children who once had no access to education. The same villagers who once doubted her now sent their children to learn from her. One day, after class, a young boy asked her, "Teacher, how did you become so strong?" Mira smiled, her eyes glistening with tears. She knelt beside him and said, "Strength doesn't come from never falling. It comes from rising every time life pushes you down. When my father passed away, I thought I couldn't survive. But then I realized inside all of us is a power we don't see until we are tested. You too have it. You are stronger than you think." Mira's story spread beyond the village. Soon, she received support to build a proper school. More children got education, more families found hope, and her father's dream of a better future lived on through her. But Mira knew one truth more than anything else. Strength isn't about lifting the heaviest weight or fighting the toughest battles. Real strength is about carrying on when your heart feels broken, finding light in the darkest nights, and believing in yourself when no one else does. Life will test you. You may lose loved ones, fail in your goals, or face struggles that seem impossible to overcome. You will cry, you will fall, and you will feel weak. But in those very moments, remember Mira's story. Strength doesn't appear when life is easy. It reveals itself when life is hard. And the truth is, you are far stronger than you realize. So when challenges come, don't say, "I can't." Instead, Whisper to yourself, I will, I must, I can, because I am stronger than I think.